the game where the Niners really came in limping. Eli, 101 wins, tied with Phil Simms for the most in Giants franchise history. Manning, listen, Odell Beckham Jr., we know he does his stuff during warm-ups, also can do it during the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
we don't mind that. We don't mind him doing it.
Oh, it's live.
Mike, don't you have to check him off the line or something?
They blew another coverage.
Anything. Anything.
Can't just let him run past you.
Blew another coverage.
5 grabs, 89 yards in the first half. Manning.
Love that route.
Boy, that was Victor Cruz special right there.
Listen,
that's a Victor Cruz
you guys could tell me this. Look, I don't know where they're going to put Victor Cruz when he comes back.
That was a Victor Cruz special.
Beckham in the slot it's a problem. It's a nightmare.
All right, hold on. Here's a problem at the end of the first half. Giants in prime position to tack on extra points, and Manning picked off by Tremaine Brock.
There's no play. And this is exactly what we're talking about. He makes plays like this, but then he makes those plays at the end of the game that'll win the game for you.
So the Giants were just up 7 at the break instead of 10 or maybe a little bit more after the touchdown.
Eli
Third quarter, hey, give Colin Kaepernick some credit. You know, he's been roughed up. 172 combined passing yards the previous 2 weeks. Here he gets Anquan Bolden.
So strong to the ball, man. And in the run after the catch, he's been like that since college.
And then cap to Anquan Bolden, strong in the end zone. We're tied at 13.
And he plays angry.
Every down.
Later on, Giants from midfield, Manning, Beckham.
How does he get that wide open?
Because the cornerback is bailing. The cornerback is saying, you're not going to beat me deep. You'll remember that tomorrow. That slant, nobody's going to remember.
4 plays later, Manning, Beckham. He's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting with the pirouette and the touchdown, and that's the play where he injured his hammies on the 17-yard score. But watch Eli also doing his thing as well.
He injured on hammy. Yeah. Not all that dancing. He must have injured the hammy on the dance.
Look at Eli keeping those feet alive.
When he spun out of there, he had to hit a gear that he hadn't hit in a while.
Whoop, whoop.
He had to hit that gear right there.
That was it. He was still able to do all that dancing time with a hand
right there, too.
Yeah, he ain't had to pick up the legs. You need to stop, man.
All right, on to the fourth. Kaepernick with his team down a touchdown, looking for Torrey Smith, and he gets clocked.
Yeah, a little early right there.
Landon Collins, that's the rookie out of Alabama.
But he made it look good. He at least made it look like he was going for the ball. He didn't just take Torrey Smith out. Look. He actually touched the football. He touched. If showed the other angle, he touched the football.
4 plays later, it's capped to Garrett Selleck. Yes, that's Brent's brother. They each had touchdowns on this Sunday, and the game's tied at 20.
Wide pump.
But here come the Giants. Got to work on those hammies.
Get that hammy right, baby.
So Manning died. Ooh, almost picked off by Kenneth Acker. Instead, the Giants would have to settle for
That's not Eli right. You see, right there, that's not Eli. That's Elliott. There's an Elliott Manning that shows up every now and then. And then Eli. Eli wins the game. Elliott wins the game for the other team.
How about this pretty pass from Kaepernick to Bolden covering 26?
He gets up and looks over to the sideline like, man, if y'all just throw me the ball, we wouldn't be in this situation.
And give Cap some credit. He actually looked like a quarterback a little bit on Sunday night.
Well, you got to give him 30 for that. He get paid to do that.
Oh, come on now. Carlos Hyde busting it out down to the 2-yard line.
Right. You're not asking us to give him credit for looking like a running back.
Why don't you give him credit for looking like a running back, Marshall? How about right here? I know he's just paid to do it. But still.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, why are you
Nobody giving you credit for looking like a host.
Well, that's
what you do.
I'm below average. All right, so the Niners end up taking the lead.
He tried to shoot himself so we won't get to it.
Exactly.
We're going to get to it anyway. It don't work.
All right, so the Giants coming back with under 2 minutes to go.
All right, now that was Eli right there. See, good first down. That's Eli. That was Eli. I want to help you understand the difference between the two.
And then Manning to Shane Vereen. What a huge pickup he's been for them. That's what he does.
Oh, yeah.
Nice pass by Eli.
One of his 8 catches on the night.
That was a nice pass by Eli.
Then Manning.
This Elliott right here. There's Elliott.
It's Elliott. It is picked up by Brock.
There he is.
Second time on the night. However, every turnover, of course, is reviewed. So you get another look. And indeed, ball hits carpet.
Oh, Elliott. Elliott, thank you, Elliott. You almost tried to mess it up again. Now get Eli back in the game.
Well, he would. Good move by the Giants. They also got Odell Beckham back in the game.
That helps. Eli and Odell works well together.
3rd and 10, and look at it. Where's the Niners defense?
Tackle him. Tackle him.
Beckham on the other side of the field.
So Vereen picks up 24. The Giants use their last timeout. Ben Manning going to the end zone for Beckham. However, Kenneth Acker is called for PI.
This is the moment of truth.
He thought it was 2.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
It was 2. He thought it was 2, but it ended up being 1 on him.
Your next play would be Eli Manning's 41st completion. That's a Giants record. His 54th attempt, and Donnell making the clutch catch of the night.
Man, and you can't throw a better ball than Eli threw right there, and Donnell did. It's an incredible play by the tight end part, but an incredible throw on Eli's part.
Within the first 5 minutes following Larry Donnell's catch,
look at this.
There were more than 130,000 Twitter mentions about this. Mike.
Wow.
Were you one of those 130,000?
Yeah, I tweeted out there about that. Yes, I did.
What did you tweet?
Incredible. I just said, wow, what a play. At the time we think Eli is out, he pulls himself back in.
I told you said that.